Recording?
There'll be few. There'll be few. There'll be few because they're going to be scriptural.
You want this, sweetheart? No?
They're going to be scriptural words. They're going to be by the greatest king, the greatest. I don't like the word politician. The greatest statesman, the most wisest statesman, and the most wealthiest statesman that ever lived. That was King Solomon, son of David. And in the book of Proverbs that he wrote, chapter 29, verse 2, says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. Think about that, guys and gals. Where are we at right now in America? With the wicked ruling. Are not the people mourning? But yet, we the people are responsible for the wicked ruling. Because no matter if we call it election fraud or whatever, the church, the true church of Jesus Christ, has fallen to sleep. How do we know that, Rev? Because God tells us, Jesus tells us in the parable of the wheat and the tares, that when the wheat, the Christians, the true believers fell asleep, Satan came in while men slept and sowed tares. Tares look like wheat, just like weeds look like flowers. But they're false. They're counterfeit. And when the harvest came up and the people woke up, they said, wait a minute, Master, didn't you plant wheat in your field? Where did these tares come from? And the Master said to them, you were asleep. And that's the reason why when Tom played the preamble, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union. It'll never be perfect because only what God creates and what God sustains can be perfect. But the word perfect meant to be more mature. Not without sin, but more mature than we are now. So what we need is what Carolyn was saying, as she's running now against this Kathleen Clark lady who's held that seat, and she's already in Congress as an incumbent. And we're praying that God will give her favor to bring righteousness. I told her, I said, your message cannot be primarily about bread and butter issues. They're secondary. Gas tax, how much it costs to fill up your car, inflation. All of those issues are important, but they're secondary. They're not primary. Because it makes no difference how cheap the gas pump is if you're born dead. That's beside the point. It makes no difference what you want if you're alive, but yet you speak death over the most vulnerable, innocent children in the womb. Therefore, the issues that people don't want to discuss because they're divisive, those are the very issues that we need to put front and center, because division can be good or evil. Let's divide good from evil. Let's divide righteousness from unrighteousness. Let's divide light from darkness. Let's do some division, y'all. Let's show who's standing for righteousness versus who's standing against righteousness. Let us divide. Let us cut this thing at the quick. Let us be the first ones to say the most important issue is the life issue. Because if you're born dead, nothing else makes no never mind. Am I right about it? And then after that issue, then comes all this issue of all this perversion nonsense. I'm telling these kindergartners who don't even know how to spell the word sex, and yet filling their heads with all kind of madness. Let us say it's about the children. Let us say that if we don't care about the most vulnerable, innocent children in the womb. If we can't trust our so-called legislatures to stand up for those who cannot speak or stand up for themselves, how can we trust some politician that can talk sweet talk and tell us whatever we want to hear, and as soon as they get in position, do just the opposite? So in sitting down, Lord, I prayed against the rain, but you sent the rain anyhow. You know what that tells Reverend Kraft? No, listen to me, because I'm under the Holy Ghost now. You know what that's telling me? Because you just heard me pray for the rain, hold the rain. The rain came. You know what the Lord just told me to tell you all? That rain that's coming is the rain of the Holy Ghost. He wants to rain. He wants to rain down righteousness on us. He wants us to rain down righteousness. He's saying, no, I'm going to let it rain, baby, because I want to rain down righteousness on your dry souls. I want to rain down holiness on your dryness and your desert-like spirits. I want to rain down righteousness from heaven so that you all will know that I am the Lord, and beside me there is no other. God bless you.